What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 35, and today we are returning with 4 big games with Aston Villa, all in the Premier League. And come the end of today's episode, there will be 7 games to go, and I think we'll have a really good indication as to whether we're going to make the top 4 this season or not, because our games today are against 3 of the bottom 5 in the league, plus Bournemouth away as well. Our first game away at Portman Road against bottom of the table Ipswich. Our second game, West Bromwich Albion at home in the West Midlands derby, with them right now sitting in 16th place. Third game, Swansea at home as well, and right now they are in 18th place, no, 17th place I think. And our fourth and final game, Bournemouth away 2 days later on Friday night. So yeah, we're facing 3 of the bottom 5 today, and come the end of the episode, if we pick up 4 wins from 4, pick up 12 points from 12, there will be 7 games to go, and we'll have 60 points. Right now, 60 points will put us in 3rd place, so yeah, it's a massive episode today, and when you look at the teams we're facing, this is a big opportunity really to prove that we can still make the Champions League for next season. Before we start the episode off though, we do have a useful monthly report and also a training injury. Oh god, who's that going to be for? As you can see, Benteke also won Player of the Month as well. Oh, Christian Benteke. We are so pleased to have the big Belgian back at Villa Park. But yeah, there's a training injury. Who is that going to be for? A little bit worried there. It's Benteke, isn't it? You know it's going to be Benteke, don't you? Ryan Brewster for 3 days. Yeah, that's totally fine. I've noticed this season the training injuries are a lot less severe than they used to be. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 month injuries, but I'm yet to have like a serious injury in a training injury for ages now. I guess Galini was the worst we've had in the series. Was it Jed Steer for 2 months? But one of those 2. But also Academy update too. Max Morgan still looking the best American talent we have. 84, 94 potential, 59 overall, 16-year-old centre back. Reece Wood still looks pretty decent though. Blisker not quite as good, but still could be okay. And Galfia also decreasing in potential as well. So Morgan at the moment the standout, and I'll wait until he turns 60, then promote him I think, but does look pretty decent. I'll give him credit there. And so as we're going to jump into the first game of today's episode, then we are indeed travelling to Portman Road to take on Ipswich Town. Mick McCarthy's team right now sitting bottom of the table, but still could survive. They just need a run to get together as they close out the season. But for us right now, still with a shot at the top 4. This is a game really we should expect to win, despite our very inconsistent away form this season. 3-5-2 for the game. The boys fresh coming back from the international break, and really I do expect to get the 3 points and hopefully a few goals as well against a team that right now have the worst defensive record in the league. So first game, Ipswich Town, a battle of last year's top 2, contrasting form this season for both clubs. Let's make sure it stays that way and get the 3 points. 0-0 in this game. Ipswich Town, by the way, fielding both Jedinak and Glenn Whelan that we sold to them in the summer. Both starting in the DM area. I'm sure desperate to make sure that we don't score today and they can get a big point in their bid to stay up as Emmanuel turns 1 and finds Joe Garner, who just about got away from Ship there. Cross to the middle. Awkward one for Reina to deal with a man flying at the far post, but in the end is totally fine. And he'll dribble out of his goal as Pepe Reina, so good with his feet, keeps on going. Looks to release Ben Brereton. He's done so. Wonderful ball. Brereton bears down on goal. And Gherkin makes the save and prevents him getting his 17th goal of the season and retaking the lead in what right now is a very tight golden boot race between him and Eden Hazard as well. Still 0-0. Great save by Dean Gherkin. Dribbling out of the box to the goalkeeper is something I never have too much of a problem with on FIFA. Yeah, sometimes I give it away, but it's very rare. As Grealish looks to send Christian through. Oh, Luke Chambers, big interception, but Grealish wins it back. Alessandro Schupf. And again, Gherkin makes the save, and Ipswich will get it clear. We're getting a chance at the moment, but Gherkin equal to every single shot. Still 0-0. Still goalless. Past the hour mark now. Schupf with the delivery. Into the middle. Brereton goes up. Cleared away. It will drop back to Alessandro. Crosses again. Zagadou's at the far post. And the big 6'5" youngster couldn't get a header on target for his first for the Villa. Still 0-0. Come on, lads. We need a winner. Well, I don't think there are many people that thought this would have been the scoreline to start today's episode off. But unfortunately, it's going to be. But I can't complain because the only person I can blame for not winning this game is me. Awful performance, awful display. And no wonder I briskly walked down the tunnel come to find a whistle. Worst defensive record in the league against the best scoring record in the league. And it finishes 0-0. Not good enough. Better team, in my opinion, certainly, but unfortunately, just didn't create enough in this game. Not enough clear-cut chances. The ones we had in the first half, we should have finished, but we didn't. So, 0-0 the final score. Should have got an 8.5. I'm going to give man of Dean Gherkin, though. A couple of good saves in the first half, as he kept a clean sheet for the Tractor Boys in a valuable point in their bid to stay up. But for us, that is a major, major slip up there. And as you can see, Arsenal beat Newcastle, Manchester City drew with Bournemouth away. That's kind of good, but that's a real slip-up. You know, 4 games today, 3 of the bottom 5 getting faced, and a 0-0 draw in our first match. Terrible. And after the game, this is quite interesting, but as Andre Green says, thanks for playing me in the last game. No worries, bro. Jonathan Kodjia has come to us, and last year's Championship Golden Boot winner that has been sacrificed after the arrival of Christian Benteke, Player of the Month, says, we need to talk, boss. I'm not getting the first team action I feel I deserve. Unless I get more time on the pitch, I'm going to have to think long and hard about my future. And for Jonathan, he scored a few goals this season, but his form has been quite inconsistent, very hit and miss. And we rejected a bid from Leeds on deadline day after the arrival of Christian. This is quite interesting, because I don't know whether Kodjia is going to get any better now at 29 years old, 75 rated. Do we look to cash in on Jonathan Kodjia at the start of next season? We love him for what he did in Season 1, but maybe it's best if we parted ways. But unfortunately for Jonathan, he will be taking a seat on the bench for our second game today, as our strike duo remains the same as we take on West Bromwich Albion in the second meeting between these two in a West Midlands derby here in the Premier League this season. We lost away at the Hawthorns, if you remember, by I think it was 2-0. So in this game, hoping for a response, and with our home form being so much better than our away form this season, I'm definitely targeting nothing other than the 3 points in this game. So 3-5-2 for the game as always, same back 3 and goalkeeper, but 3 changes after our draw at Portman Road. Yaya Toure comes in for Ross Barkley, Clint Dempsey comes in for Jack Grealish, and on the left-hand side, often an impact sub, Andre Green is going to get a chance to start today as well. West Brom a decent team though, so this won't be an easy test. They'll be up for it, they'll be looking to make it back-to-back wins against this season, but I'm targeting nothing other than the 3 points. Let's go get them. Back off through the middle, but straight to Cameron Carter-Vickers, back to Pepe Reina, who switched to possession to start this game off, and attacking as well, and see if that'll help us in this game as Brereton finds Benteke, and a quick 1-2 here between a strike duo. This is why Kodjia remains on the bench, because Ben Brereton is going through and should have made it 1-0. Or maybe a Kodjia should have started this game. Lovely hold-up work by Benteke. This is what we dreamed of when we signed a Belgian, but Ben Brereton, 16 goals for the year. That should have been 17. Kodjia is performing in Europe right now, so definitely going to start in the first leg against Nice. But, well, I mean, I might have to start him in the game against Swansea at this rate, where our strikers misfiring at the moment. Benteke, good hold-up work. Brereton sent it forward, and this year's top scorer for us should have made it 1-0. But a corner for West Brom. Barry's delivery is fisted clear by Pepe Reina, but straight to the former Brighton defender Lewis Dunk. And now Kevin Morales gives it him back, and he gets it back off him. There's the Belgian, whips one in to Andone, who turns his man and shoots and hits the post. And it's an escape for Aston Villa. Off the woodwork, still 0-0, but just because West Brom are struggling this season, don't think they're coming to this game massive underdogs. Terrible result against Ipswich, we need to pick it up. Kodjia is definitely starting against Swansea at this rate, no doubt. Zagadou finds Fabian Delph, still time lads, but come on, Delph out wide, Green controls on the chest, steps inside and finds Dempsey, Brereton, oh, Padgett could have been through, and Green can't get away. Come on, Aston Villa. Seriously, 63 minutes into the game, we've taken 2 bloody shots against struggling West Brom. And here come the baggies. Schupf is there and gets it clear. Oh, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrendous football today. Just take us out of the top 4 considerations. We're not going to make it. Lovre Padgett down the right, steps inside and goes from right to left. He's got Benteke through the middle, and he keeps on going and releases the Belgian. Benteke, saved by Mignolet and cleared away. Brereton flicks it back in. Dempsey straight to the former Liverpool and Sunderland goalkeeper. Come on! Well, that is going to do it. I've been waiting to make subs since the 75-minute mark. The ball never went dead, and I can't believe this. It's over. It's all over. It's finished. There is no top 4 place for Aston Villa. No wonder the fans are furious. Got absolutely no surprise about that, and no complaints either. 0-0 against Ipswich Town and West Brom. 2 of the bottom 3, and we're supposed to be the top scoring team in the league. Pathetic. I'm changing everything against Swansea. Formation, lineup, everything is getting changed. Absolutely embarrassing. A 0-0 draw in the West Midlands derby. And you might sit there and think, hang on a minute, man. Seriously, you've been going on about your poor defence this season. That's back-to-back clean sheets. Got to be pleased with that. Well, yeah, defensively, no worries whatsoever. The boys at the back, once again, putting in really good shifts, no doubt about it. Carter Vickers, Ship got me to left-back. Zagadou and Palmer Brown and Rayner did what he needed to do. But for our strikers, Benteke and Brereton top scorer in the league, Benteke player of the month. Where are you, lads? Where are you? Where are the goals? 0-0 final score. Oh, it's over. We're not going to make the top 4. Eddie Howe did us a massive favour against Manchester City by taking points off them. We blew our chance to cut the gap with a goalless draw at Portman Road. We then have a game in hand, and we blew that as well with a goalless draw at home to West Bromwich Albion. Absolutely embarrassing, and it means with 9 games to go, the gap is now 7 points. And look, it's still possible. It is still possible, but these are the games. These are opportunities we need to capitalise, because when you look at our run in May, this is what I'm talking about here. We've got Liverpool away, Manchester United at home, Leicester at home, and our fourth and final, Leicester away, sorry, and our fourth and final game, Arsenal away at the Emirates Stadium on the final day. A really tough May month to end the season, and these games here, this month here, this is where we should be capitalising on these fixtures and picking up maximum points. 2 goalless draws to start today's episode off. Absolutely embarrassing. So for our 3rd game against Swansea, you better believe changes being made, and major changes too. Benteke dropped. Kodjia's going to come back in. He's asked for a start. He's going to get it. And Brereton, leading the way in the Golden Boot race, no longer is going to be dropped for Rhian Brewster as well. Major changes. Let's get the win in this one. Come on, Villa. And so as we do move into the 3rd of 4 games today, I promise major changes. That's exactly what's happening. Because I believe we've only had 1 win in our last 7 games now in all competitions, coming away from home in France against Montpellier. It's been a terrible run of form, thus we're making a lot of alterations, but not to the formation like I suggested. We're going to stick with the 3-5-2 because I really believe in it, and I believe it can come good. And there's no change to the back line either after back-to-back clean sheets. So Rayner's still in goal, Carter Vickers, Zagadou and Palmer Brown the back 3, but everything else changes. Toby Lewis and Barkley starting the DM area with Young on the left, Bustos on the right, and Grealish to Cam. I did promise they'd start up top together, and they do. Jonathan Kodjia asking for more game time alongside our young talented striker Rhian Brewster. So we take on the Swansea side right now, struggling, playing a decent 4-3-3 with one of our former players, Albert Adoma, on the right hand side, Montero on the left, and Borja Bast on the striker. But come on, Aston Villa, surely this is the game we return to winning ways and get a big 3 points here. We can still make the top 4. Bustos. Grealish looking for Jonathan Kodjia. Oh, what a ball. Kodjia in behind Fabianski, and a penalty for Aston Villa. Fabianski, or is he offside? Oh, God. How many times did that happen in my videos? Kodjia, oh, it's inches offside, but correct decision by the lino. Fair play to him. There was me thinking, yes, chance to score from the spot and go in front, break the barren goal scoring run. Nope, offside. Terrible start to the game, absolutely terrible start, still tied at 0-0. Haven't got any chances inside half an hour. Just can't seem to break Swansea down. And the 3-5-2 at this rate is definitely getting scrapped because we're just not playing well with it at the moment. There's Kodjia on the turn, can't find space. I can't find any openings on the pitch right now. Any openings at all. There's Toby on the ball, he's tackled by Adoma. I can't do anything. I don't know what's happened to us. We just totally lost it. All confidence is gone, all form is gone. And as Carter Vickers gets it clear, I don't know what it's going to take for us to start playing well again. Because at the moment, we are all over the place. As that tackle is made, but maybe a chance on the break. Come on, it's a 3-on-2. It's a 3-on-2. It's Kodjia on the ball, who sends it through to Grealish. It's Jack Grealish, and it's 1-0 Aston Villa. And we needed a breakthrough, and I've talked about this guy as a potential future captain in this Aston Villa team, and that's one way to prove he can lead this side. Grealish fires in front, 1-0. Desperately needed a goal. Kodjia selflessly gives it to him, and on the 3-on-2, we had to take full advantage, and we did. Grealish ends the barren run of goal scoring form, his 4th of the year. Back in the team, back on the score sheet. Thank goodness for this. Aston Villa 1, Swansea 0. Swansea 4 minutes to go in the half though. Jefferson Montero takes it, dinks one to the edge. Paulinho comes in and Pepe Reina makes a very good save. And I briefly touched on it at the end of the last game. Whilst at the moment we're not scoring many goals, we are keeping some clean sheets right now, and Pepe Reina is looking very good. He was dropped for a game. He's come back in and been very good on his return. Still 1-0. Paulinho into Roque Mesa. Wonderful ball there for Albert Adoma. Reina's come for it. He's come a long way. He's going to have to get there. Oh, Reina. Go on, Reina. Go on, Pepe. Oh, yes, Pepe Reina. What brilliant goalkeeping from the veteran Spaniard. As the danger's not fully away. Jay Fulton on the ball. Looks for space. It's Roque Mesa who dinks it out wide to Albert Adoma. What work from Pepe. You really feel with 7 minutes to go. The nerves around Villa Park are evident. The tension is building here. The pressure is on. We're still leading by 1. Can we hang on to a very scrappy 1-0? Hepburn Murphy can't get it clear. Baston goes down, and Swansea City have won a penalty with 5.5 minutes to go. Oh, it was a lazy lunge from Hepburn Murphy just off the bench, back defending, and Swansea with a spot kick. It's accidental, but there is contact. There's none on the ball, and the Welsh side have a penalty and a chance to equalise with 5 minutes to go. There was so much nerve, so much tension here at Villa Park leading up to this moment, and as Borja Baston can turn it in against Rayner, it could be 1-1, and it is 1-1. We've surrendered our lead, the Swans are going to get a point, and our terrible run of form is going to continue. Aston Villa are capitulating. We get one final chance maybe. Henry lost out in the air, but Brewster is first to the ball to find Hepburn Murphy. And he's tackled. It'll drop to Tyler Adams, and out wide is Palmer Brown. Forward for the attack. Men coming into the box. In goes the cross. Oh, and Torsen headed it backwards, and Fabianski had to make sure he was composed for that moment to make the save, and that is going to do it. Aston Villa slip up again. It's 1 win in the last 8 games for Aston Villa. Oh, it's over. It's over now. There is no chance of the top 4. We have totally choked. And there is no chance we played a 3-5-2 in 2 days' time on Friday night away at the Vitality against Bournemouth. No chance whatsoever, because right now it's just not working for us, and we need to change our system up, definitely. Such a frustrating game. Very few chances, and to throw it away late on, disappointed. Kodja back in the team, did get the assist for Grealish goal, which was nice, but I give man match to Baston for converting the penalty to give the Swans a vital point. But for Aston Villa, the poor run of form continues. Liverpool beat Everton in the Merseyside derby as Manchester United claimed a big win against Leeds United at Ellen Road. But I just want to show you the recent run of games for Aston Villa of late. Well, no wins in our last 3 draws in a row. It's a win against Montpellier, so 1 win in 4, 1 win in 5, 1 win in 6, 1 win in 7. 1 win in 7 games. And, I mean, the draws have been so prominent of late in this run. And that's why I don't think we're going to do it. You know, there's still time. There's 8 games to go. We're 9 points behind Manchester City. It's still possible, but... nah, I mean, I would have taken mid-table kind of start of the season, but not like this. The choke towards the end has been quite frankly embarrassing. And just before the most difficult fixture of today's episode as well, away against 7th place Bournemouth, just behind us in the table right now. We do have a monthly scouting update from Fanning based in America, as we're still searching for the next big American talent. But this guy could be alright, to be fair. Evan Morgan. Going to put him in my academy. Looks like it could be a pretty decent player. Victor Wood can get rejected, as can Carson Jackson, as can Wayne Park, as can definitely Frank Banks. Great name, but terrible stats. Oh, hello. We were waiting for someone good. Victor Cameron could be pretty decent. 84, 94 potential. 52, 68. A 6'3" as well. Definitely getting put in the academy. Josh Cooper's terrible. Tremblay could be all right. And we'll reject Carson Taylor as well. And so, as we now move into the 4th and final game of today's episode, let's make it 4th time lucky and finally get the 3 points to end on today. 1 win in 7, our worst run of the series so far. Now taking on 7th place Bournemouth, only a few points behind us in the table right now. This is going to be a tricky test against the side that knocked us out in the FA Cup round of 16. They're playing a 4-4-1-1, a really, really good team, as we know, with one of our former players, Neil Taylor, starting the left-back role. But as for our team, I said we'd be changing things up, including the formation. That's exactly what happens. 4-1-2-1-2 narrow for the game. Our general passing and play through the middle has been terrible so far today, so hopefully this will help us out, playing a Palermo style, if you will, in my club and country save. Rayner in goal, back for a Schupp, Chester in the armband, Fry and Padjach at right back. The midfield quad, Tyler Adams DM, Delphin Torre central, and Grealish to cam. And up top together, back in the team, Christian Benteke and Fernando Torres getting a start tonight with Ben Brereton on the bench. 4th game is the Cherries of the Vitality. Let's get a win. We really need one.
Well, whoever he's playing for, when he plays well, his team plays well, Christian Benteke.
I love his heading ability. Times his jump so well in the box.
Number 9, Danik Afobe.
I don't deny that finishing in 6th place would be a brilliant return to the Premier League, but it's just a fact that for so long we've had these thoughts that maybe, just maybe, we could make the top 4, and with the way we've played, there's no reason we couldn't have done. But unfortunately, it's just the really poor run of form as Benteke goes down that's really hampered us. But a chance here from the spot, 3 minutes in, we conceded one in the last game, we're winning this one. Smith takes down Benteke, and a chance to go in front early from 12 yards. Adam Smith trips Christian Benteke as he's coming through, definite penalty, and a chance for the Villa to take the lead. Now, who's going to take the penalty? Will it be Christian Benteke? Will it be Fernando Torres? No, it is the Belgian, and I'm not great at penalties for the target off, but come on Benteke, fire us in front. We desperately need a goal, and there it is, baby. Christian Benteke gets us the goal and makes it Bournemouth 0, Aston Villa 1, and 4 minutes in, we have the breakthrough through the big Belgian from the spot. He won the penalty, he takes the penalty, and he scores the penalty. We need to win this game, and that's the way to start off. Bournemouth 0, Aston Villa 1, Benteke back in the team, and back on the score sheet. Come on! I guess the only saving grace at the moment based on this run of form is that we are picking up quite a few good clean sheets, and that's a surprise because our game is of course built on offense and scoring goals, but at the moment our defense, which is our weakest part of the game, is actually improving to a really good level. It's crazy though, like we can't do both at once. We can only have one or the other. Either we score a lot of goals, we concede a lot of goals, or we don't score many, we don't concede any either. Here's Delph on the ball for Aston Villa, gets around Mark Stendera, he's got Benteke and Torres ahead of him. He'll go for the latter, Fernando Torres, oh Begovic saves it, and Ake will get it clear as well. That should have been 2-0. Fernando denied by the Bosnians, still 1-0. If we throw away these 3 points like against Swansea as well, I will not be happy. Down to the final 15 minutes now, as we are still leading by a goal to 0. Can we wrap up these points as Shabola finds Pajac on the overlap down the right? There's lots of men to aim for here for Pajac. Not a bad delivery either. And there is Christian Benteke heading it home, making it 2-0, and surely wrapping up the points. Oh, Christian Benteke, player of the month, and surely secures our first win of the episode, and my word did we need it. Come on Christian! I said he'd be worth every penny of that £15 million, and he certainly has been, and for Pajac as well. What a second half of the season for the regen of Cerna. Did I say earlier on in the episode? Thanks for letting me know he's the Cerna regen, guys. I appreciate that in the comments. But yeah, Benteke getting on the end of the Pajac cross. How many assists has he got already from crosses, Lovre Pajac? And that should do it. Christian Benteke confirms it. Here's Brereton, and Brereton finds Benteke on for the hat-trick. Christian Benteke, it's the match ball as well as the 3 points. Bournemouth 0, Aston Villa 3, and Christian Benteke has confirmed it. Come on! It's 7 goals in the Premier League since his return to Aston Villa on transfer deadline day, and these 3 tonight secured a match ball and Aston Villa's 2nd win in 8 games. It's been a really poor run of form in terms of scoring goals and picking up points, but tonight Christian Benteke came through where we needed him to stand up and be counted most. 3-0 the final score, and what a big win after a really poor run of form. Definitely deserved it, no question. Much better team tonight, and maybe the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is the formation we should stick with for the rest of the season. But a great win, no surprise for man of the match. Of course it does go to our big Belgian up top, but I will shout out Mr. Lovre Pajac once again in the right back role, picking up an assist, helping us keep the clean sheet. What a pickup this guy has been on a free transfer. So it was a frustrating episode, it was an angry episode, but we do end it on a high, a really big positive, and that's great confidence going to the first leg of our Europa League tie against Nice in the quarterfinals at Villa Park in the very next episode. Is it Villa Park? I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is. So that was today's episode of Career Mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Hope you enjoyed the double episode upload day today, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon. Oh, Christian Benteke. What a signing. Love it.